You've probably heard this before. You need a 20% deposit to buy a home. And for most first home buyers, that feels like a mountain to climb. Saving up 20% can take years, and in that time, the property market often moves ahead of you. That means while you're saving, the goalposts are shifting and home ownership feels like it's slipping further away. But here's the good news. You don't actually need a 20% deposit to get into the market. Most lenders will actually let you buy with as little as a 5% deposit, and there are a select few where, depending on your circumstances, don't require a deposit at all. The catch is, if you have less than a 20% deposit saved, the bank usually requires you to pay lender's mortgage insurance, or LMI. That's an added cost, and it's there to protect the bank, not you, if you can't make your repayments. But here's where it gets interesting. There are ways you can still buy with less than a 20% deposit and avoid paying LMI. Let's run through the main ones. The big one is the First Home Guarantee Scheme. With this program, eligible first home buyers can purchase with just a 5% deposit without paying LMI. The government steps in to guarantee the difference up to 20%, which can save you tens of thousands of dollars. There's also the Family Home Guarantee Scheme for single parents, which allows entry into the market with just a 2% deposit, again, without LMI. Another great option is to use a family member as a guarantor for your loan. A parent or close relative uses part of their equity in their home as additional security. This can allow you to borrow up to 100% of the purchase price plus costs, avoid LMI and get into the market much sooner. On top of that, in Victoria, as an eligible first home buyer, stamp duty is waived up to $600,000 and then discounted on a sliding scale up to $750,000. This can reduce or even eliminate one of the biggest upfront costs when purchasing. I'll give you an example. I had a client recently who thought buying was out of reach. They'd managed to save around $30,000 but thought they'd still be a while away from being able to afford to purchase their first home. When we looked at their situation, we discovered they were actually eligible for the First Home Guarantee Scheme. That meant their 5% deposit could afford a home purchase of $600,000 and they were able to avoid the extra costs of lender's mortgage insurance. The result? Instead of waiting years, they were able to purchase their first home much sooner than they ever thought possible. So if you've been holding off because you haven't yet saved a 20% deposit, the reality is you may not need it. As a mortgage broker, I can help you understand which schemes, concessions or loan options you're eligible for so you can make informed decisions and take action sooner than you think. If you're ready to explore what's possible, reach out. I'd love to help you on your journey to buying your first home.
Loan Market. Make it yours.